Alright, and we're back. So, with only 2 undefeated teams left in the NFL, which one will be left standing after week 4? Or will it be both of them? I don't know. We'll discuss. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
See? I told you. Did you see that one coming? Did you see that topic coming? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think you saw it at all.
You know what I didn't see coming?
What?
The 2 undefeated teams. Those were not the ones I would have picked.
No, which, just continues to prove that we don't know shit about fuck.
Nah, somebody's fucking with us.
No, dude, I think this might have been our worst week.
I had a terrible week.
Yeah. I think we're under 50% this week. So it's been, 2 weeks?
I lost in fantasy. I lost in anything.
You lost the life.
Possible.
Yeah, you lost the life. Everything. Terrible. You're the worst. So
horrendous.
Yeah. We were supposed to do this yesterday, but turns out I didn't leave town, so I'm here. So everybody, thank you for joining us.
Also, I slept all afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah.
So cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Chuck Dominguez. No one saw that coming. No. Nobody. Nah. So honestly, it was probably this week had the worst games out of all the weeks that we've seen so far. The ugliest, nastiest game I've seen in a very long time. Boring, stupid, and also a bunch of upsets. So honestly, it's gonna be a fun breakdown.
What was the boring one?
Niners Broncos.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I was asleep.
Good. You didn't miss anything. It's one of the worst games I've ever seen. But let's get into it. Let's start with Thursday Night Football, a rivalry. The Browns taking on the Steelers. Now, this game was, there weren't as many punches thrown as they usually would, so obviously it wasn't as exciting. But, okay. Browns got to win at home. I got the point, so suck it.
Myles Garrett got injured outside of the game.
The Steelers, I don't know what the hell's going on with them, man. They don't have an offense, and the defense clearly is not the same without the star player, which makes sense. So
I think we're about to start seeing that rookie quarterback. They just gotta get a little action.
However, I did hear that Myles Garrett got in a car crash.
That's what I meant.
What? Myles Garrett is a defensive lineman from the Browns.
That's why I said he got injured outside the game.
Oh yeah, true. So I'm sorry.
Did you see his fucking car?
No, I thought you were still talking about the freaking the Steelers. But anyway,
Myles Garrett, he's the one who got it on with Mason Rudolph and call him. He got bitch.
Anyway, yeah. By the way, for those of you who care about our little bet, I got 7 games correct this week. Eric got 6. God got 7, and Gus Becerra, you got 8. So actually you had the best week out of all of us, and overall, this is the overall score. Tied at first place is Gus at 23.5. Gus, you're tied up with me at 23.5, so it's not terrible. Nipping at our heels is Eric with 22.5, and nipping at his heels is God with 21.5. Now, for those of you who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, basically me and Eric and Gus and God pick which team is going to win on every single game. And if you get it right, you get a point. And at the end of the season, we're still trying to figure out the punishment if God wins. But it's looking more and more likely every single week. So I'm scared.
He's catching up.
It's we've been thinking maybe I hate the Raiders. So maybe I would have to buy some Raiders gear or something, or paint my face like a Raider.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We're thinking if we lose to God, we gotta be clowns.
Yeah,
that's
clowns.
What I think.
Embarrass ourselves.
We gotta paint ourselves like clowns or something, and maybe put logos of teams that we hate. I'll put a Falcons logo on my forehead.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. We gotta think of something, but what could be, what won't break our bank and still be fun, to watch, to see it happen on screen. You know what I'm saying?
There's still 15 weeks to go, so.
Sure, whatever. So next game, what we got? These are the Sunday morning games. We got the Dolphins and the Bills going at each other in Miami in a game that almost killed both teams.
Upset of the week.
First upset of the week. Probably the biggest upset of the week.
Also, Josh Allen got his dick grabbed.
Yeah. Tua might have gotten concussed. Supposedly he didn't. I don't know. But this game was wild. Mainly because you just had players falling left and right because of the heat.
You had a butt punt.
Yeah. And they still won the game, even with the butt punt.
The butt punt.
The butt punt. It was
It's like
crazy.
the butt fumble.
It was again, it was one of those games where you're like, man, this is ugly. Like, if this game would have been played in winter, I think that the Bills have the advantage. But, home field advantage, there for a reason. Tua, even concussed, even with a butt punt. Like,
the Bills had more than enough opportunity to bring it back, and they just couldn't get it done.
No, because again,
Do you think if they managed to spike it at the end, they get the field goal?
maybe. I don't know. Listen, the big issue is that they were dying on the field. Like, there were people dying on the field.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, like, if your lineman can't stand up. So
what are they going to do for the games with the hurricane coming?
I have no idea. Because I think Tampa Bay plays in Tampa Bay. They're supposed to take on the Chiefs.
Well, they're a little inland, aren't they?
No, the hurricane's going to hit Tampa Bay. It's going straight for Brady. It's like, somebody's got to take this man down. It's going to be Mother Nature eventually. So
God finally is having his revenge.
Yes, I was like, we took away every single wide receiver. This man's still balling. So Mother Nature's taking control now. You else can do it. Anyway, so yeah, the Dolphins, the only undefeated team in the AFC right now, after beating their biggest rival. So right now, the kings of the AFC in general are the Miami Dolphins. I thought this was going to be the worst team in the NFL. Like, this just shows you how big of a clowns we are. We're just idiots. We don't know anything.
I didn't think they were going to be that bad.
I thought they were going to be terrible. I thought, there's too much controversy. Tyreek Hill, maybe he's not that good. Tua might be overrated. Turns out, I'm an idiot, and I can accept it. I'm an idiot. I was wrong.
Which one
Hurts
was
me
my...
to say it. I need another beer after this one.
Yeah, which one was my pick for the worst AFC team?
I don't know. Yeah, honestly.
It's probably the Jags.
It's probably the Browns.
Yeah, I think I went for the Browns.
Yeah. So, let's see. Go to Gaslamp, walk around, or sit down somewhere reading a book on how to live with a micro penis. Just make sure people can see it.
Oh, for a punishment.
Oh! Is that really, like...
I already own the book, so
but it
would save me money.
It would have to be NFL related. Anyway, so that's the first game, first upset of the week. Next, we got the Bengals starting to look a little bit better against the Jets. The Jets, who had a massive comeback win last week. Joe Burrow still running for his life, but he's getting a win. Do you think that this is the point where they turn around? Are we gonna get the Joe Burrow from last season back?
Not from last season. They're still gonna keep killing.
To me, one of the things was Tyler Boyd finally did something, and so
it's the O-line, man.
Yeah.
I have the same hope for the Bengals that I have for the Chargers, which is none.
Next, let's see, what do we got here? We got the Titans beating down the Raiders. The winless Raiders. My God.
We thought it was going to be the AFC West.
Yeah.
Turns out we were clowns.
Every single AFC West team lost to the AFC South. So,
except the Broncos.
Well, I mean, this week. So week 3, AFC South dominated the AFC West. And I don't mean, it was like, okay, no, they embarrassed other teams. Because even the Chiefs looked bad. So that was probably the closest game. The Raiders, they kind of had a moment at the end. But no, not so much. So either the AFC is that good, or maybe the AFC West is just that overrated. But my God. The point is, the Raiders, 0-3. So that's always a good day. Anyway. Next.
Good for the titties.
Honestly, good for the titties, yeah. They can't go. One team was going to keep their losing streak. I'm glad it wasn't the titties. Next, we got the Panthers also breaking their losing streak against their rivals, the Saints. Finally, crazy stat. Christian McCaffrey, over 20 carries, over 100. Let me just see. I'll go right here. I got this thing right here. I had it ready. Well, I'm kind of. Do you see the logo anywhere?
You look very ready, yeah. Saints Vikings.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong week. I forgot. I was checking the schedule for the next week. Let's see.
Panthers, there it is.
Okay, let me see stats here. Oh, I know what the issue is. It's because I made it smaller.
Yeah.
It shows you here, so it's supposed to show you here. Okay, Christian McCaffrey, 25 carries, 108 yards, and you get a win.
Are you telling me
crazy?
CMC is good?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey. Kind of good.
I need more evidence.
Kind of a good player.
Not convinced.
Turns out, if you also, what's this guy's name? Ronald. He also did a pretty good game. The point is, use Christian McCaffrey more. You'll win more. This team would have been 3-0 if they would have used Christian McCaffrey over 20 carries in every single game. Anyway, moving on. We got the Ravens beating down the Patriots. The Patriots, they just
Fuck you, Lamar. You had to have 2 back-to-back 40-point weeks. I went against them in fantasy.
You want to hear a crazy stat? Like a crazy NFL stat?
I know that last week he broke a record for like the longest. It was like a Michael Vick stat.
No. Lamar Jackson's been scoring points like crazy this season, right?
Like a psychopath.
Yeah. You know what's the team with the most offensive points in the NFL right now after the first 3 weeks?
The Dolphins.
No. You got the Bills balling out. You got the Eagles balling out. You got the Ravens balling out.
The Lions.
The Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions.
They've always been shootouts. They've been shootouts, yeah.
The Lions is the NFL team with the most offensive points, and they're 2-1. It's madness. Who the hell understands this sport?
Hey, the Lions know how to,
keep it exciting. It's a shootout.
They know how to dismantle defenses. They can't hold one of their own.
Listen. Everybody knows that a good offense is the best defense, okay? That's all you need to do. So you just keep scoring points, and you're going to make it. Eventually. The game's going to be done, okay? Easy money.
Let's see. Patriots aren't the same since little Tommy left. Well, when you lose the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah. Also,
your team's going to change it.
Josh McDaniels, turns out, good offensive coordinator, not a very good head coach. So it's one of those things. And they also got Matt Patricia as their offensive coordinator. Why would you get your former defensive coordinator as your current... doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is, Lions...
Also, I still think Derek Carr's not that good.
Point is, Ravens still looking okay. I mean...
Their defense still sucks, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like they're still getting weird. They're getting scored on a lot. It's just Lamar's making up for it in spades.
True.
Except last week.
And the man doesn't have a contract. Next, we got the Vikings beating the Lions again. Another shootout. Finally, they started using Dalvin Cook. He was almost at 100 yards, but then he got injured. But, I mean, again, if you have some of the best running backs in the league, use them. Now, the problem with freaking Dalvin Cook is that he gets injured a lot. But, whatever, just get a good fucking running game and things will be okay. Next. And also the Lions, you need defense. Like, just focus on defense.
Yeah, the Lions were winning by a lot again, and they just can't hold a lead.
Yeah, they just can't. It's a big issue in the defense over there. Next, the Eagles beating down the Washington Commanders. Again, the only undefeated team in the NFC. Would you have seen it coming? I don't know. Like, if you would have given me 100 guesses. Well, there's only like 16 teams in that division. But whatever.
I still wouldn't have picked the Eagles.
I would have picked the Buccaneers twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's shocking. I don't even know like how the hell this happened, but good for them. I mean,
Hurts is playing like a madman.
Dude, how many... there was a point in this game where the Eagles had almost 300 yards of offense and the Commanders had -1 passing yards. It was crazy. It's nuts. Like, these dudes are sacking machines. There's like 2 minutes of sacking highlight reels from the Eagles. So they're just killing people in the defense, and their offense is high flying. So
they're a squad.
They're a squad. Like, at this point in time, we were asking last week, are they a squad? Definitely. They just keep proving it week after week. And who would have thought that their most difficult game was against the Lions?
I would.
I would never. Next.
Turns out the Eagles are dogs.
We got the Kansas City Chiefs losing in Indianapolis against the Colts. The Colts finally get their first official win, and it was a big one. They needed it. It was kind of shocking. Again, the Chiefs, they don't look good. But then again, neither do the Colts. But whatever. I mean, at the end of the day.
Also, the Chiefs kind of got robbed a little bit.
Why do you say that?
At the end of the game with the... it wasn't unsportsmanlike conduct, but it was like...
Oh yeah, that he bumped against the other guy?
No, it was like something language. Like, he used bad language. And they gave him a penalty for it.
Yeah, stupid. But, it's one of those things that, like, if it falls against the Chief, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sad that Patty Mahomes is sad.
How was Pat McAfee on Monday?
Delightful.
He's finally happy?
Dude, you should have seen him with the butt fumble. Or the butt punt.
The butt punt. Oh, yeah. I bet it was hysterical. Next. Again, another AFC South team beating the AFC West. Next, we got the Bears beating the Texans
in the who gives a shit bowl.
Yeah, let's move on from that one. Next, you got the Chargers losing
again,
to Clown
who gives
Town.
a shit bowl?
Dude, I've been reading some stuff, because people send me stuff. Turns out, and so they send me a few articles, some tweets. Apparently, there's a big. Forget about the injury bug, because your starting linemen, 2 or 3 of them are injured. Your starting quarterback injured. Joey Bosa injured. Keenan Allen injured. What's the other guy? Palmer injured.
No,
Guyton injured. So 2 of your top wide receivers. Your quarterback.
You mentioned Slater.
Slater's, I think, there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, point is, you got a lot of injuries, a lot of key players. Apparently, they have a massive leadership issue. So the locker room supposedly cleared out the fastest that a lot of reporters have ever seen for a professional NFL team. So the team is not happy with the head coach. They're not happy with their leadership. There's a lot of issues. This team did not look prepared to play. Again, they had a ton of flags, and to me, that's the biggest indicator that a team's not ready to play. If you're getting a bunch of flags called on you, it's because you were not prepared. There's an issue up top. You're not disciplining your players the way you should. Maybe LA's getting to your head. The point is, the Jaguars are actually a pretty legit team.
Turns out Clown Town knows how to ball this season.
Turns out Doug Peterson, kind of a legit head coach. The only reason why I'm like, man, the Eagles should have not fired that guy is because the Eagles are balling. So
they did something right.
They did something right. It's working out. Freaking Lawrence is throwing the balls, moving it. He's finally doing They're finally doing something that Urban Meyer forgot to do, and that's using James Robinson. James Robinson is a player. He's a freaking star. I had him in fantasy. The man was a points machine. And they stopped. Last season, they never used them. I don't know why, but now Doug Peterson is using them. They're moving the ball. They're controlling the time. That defense is locked down. They kept the Colts at 0 last week. This week, they embarrassed the Chargers. How many freaking turnovers did they have? A billion. Turnovers.
I don't know. I had to stop watching.
Yeah. So it was embarrassingly painful to watch. And again, another AFC South team beating the AFC West. So at this point in time, we got to say the AFC South is superior to the overhyped by us AFC West.
We're still the off-season champs.
On paper, we're the best. God. When does the Chargers have... Dude, the Chargers need to change their medical staff ASAP. Every single time there's a player from the Chargers that leaves that has the injury bug, suddenly they never get injured. Hunter Henry, I don't think he's gotten injured with the Patriots. Why? I don't know. Lucky. Gus Stars from Late Vatos. Did I win last week again? You did win last week.
You had a monster week.
You are tied at first place with me. So bring it! Bring it! Next.
I'm picking whatever he's picking.
Yeah, it's going with Gus.
Yeah, fuck it.
At this point. So the point is, Clown Town is not as embarrassing anymore. I mean, they've had a bunch of top picks. Out of like the last 10 drafts, they've gotten first overall out of 9 of them. So
they've been farming.
Yeah, they've got the players. Now it looks like they got the head coach, and the quarterback can throw the ball. Also, he can run. Also, he's a beautiful boy. So it's one of those things like, man, he could play an elf in Lord of the Rings.
The only sad thing is I do miss the stories about Urban Meyer.
Yes.
Those were a lot of fun.
And the memes about Gardner Minshew.
That man kicked Josh Lambo.
Like, hey, what you doing?
He was practicing.
What you doing?
He kicked this kicker. He just walked up to him and just gave him a big old quick throw with just a little swift one right there.
Huh?
No.
Do you need this?
No. He did this. It wasn't even like, that's kind of annoying, He's straight up like, bang. Like, it was like a legit kick.
Oh, man.
He mentioned it. Josh Lambo told us, like, it's one of those kicks that if you got, like, kicked on the street like that, that's a fight.
That's a fight. You would throw down.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, there you go. Clown Town is on the way up. Chargers are on the way down.
Yeah, let's stop talking about the Chargers.
Honestly, it's week 3, but I already feel like it's a wasted season.
All the injuries, they're back.
Yeah. So it's one of those things like, man, why can't we just have nice things? No. Honestly, Herbie, just leave town. Leave the Chargers. Wherever you end up, as long as it's not in the AFC West, I'll root for you. Or the Falcons. Because, Eric.
Yeah. Holy fuck, I don't know what I would do if he goes to the Falcons.
You'd be mad. Anyway.
That's it for me.
Next, We got the Rams, barely surviving the Cardinals?
I mean, they're a divisional team. The Cardinals apparently are not that bad.
But to me, it's more like LA just doesn't seem like they got their shit together. I mean, maybe the Cardinals are starting to get theirs together, and the Rams are still not there. I don't know. But let's see. The only bright side about the Chargers sucking is that Staley will probably get fired, and they will hire Sean Payton. Listen.
Don't do that.
Listen.
Don't give me hope.
That's not going to happen. The Chargers are cheap. The Chargers are just losers. They pay for the cheap medical staff. They buy the cheap head coaches. When's the last time they've got like a marquee head coach? It was Marty Schottenheimer, and the only reason why they got him is because another team was paying half his salary. They do not invest in things that matter. They do not invest in the health of the players. They don't invest in a good head coach. I would love if they got the other Harbaugh who's playing college right now or coaching college. I think he would be fantastic. Sean Payton, maybe not so much. The point is...
Oh, I'd much rather have Payton than Harbaugh. Are you kidding me?
I'd rather have Harbaugh. But I'd rather have Payton over Staley, sure. But the Chargers are not going to pay for it. They've historically shown that they do not give a fuck. Okay? They're cheap a-holes who suck. The owners, I mean. So, yeah, Dean Spanos is the problem. It'll always be the problem.
Always
and
has
that's
been.
why they'll always be clowns and they'll always be losers. And that's why I don't give them my money. That's why I don't go to their stadium to give them money anymore. That's why I don't buy their merch. If it happens secondhand, maybe. Or I'll go see them in another city. But they're losers, and so the ownership sucks, and they just waste players. What was the thing that... You remember the clip that they sent us about Colin Cowherd? After Herbert's third game that they played against the Saints, he was like, this kid's proven. We can see it. He's got the arm. He's got the speed. He's got the instinct. He outplayed Drew Brees. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes. So the only question remaining about Justin Herbert is, will the Chargers screw it up? That's the only thing. They've ruined the career of so many great players. So we'll see how it goes. Again, it's week 3. They might turn around. Doubt it. Not hopeful.
Rivers would have gotten a Super Bowl with another team.
Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. Again, he was, in the Tom Brady era.
I mean, in the Tom Brady era,
Makes it kind of difficult for anybody else to win a Super Bowl.
Eli Manning won twice in the Brady era.
Yeah. Anyway, but that was 2-on-1. It's not fair.
Nick Foles won in the Brady era.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco. Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Buccaneers, and honestly...
The Goat Bowl?
The Goat Bowl. I felt bad for Tom Brady because if he would have had one of his top 3 wide receivers, this game would have been a cakewalk. Just one. Just Evans, Godwin, or Julio Jones. This game would have been completely different because the defense managed to shut down Green Bay. But who the hell is Brady throwing the ball to? That's how freaking good Tom Brady is. They kept him in there. Actually, no, it was the defense. And the fact that what the hell happened to Green Bay in the second half? I don't know. But it's one of those things that you're like, man, I wish that the freaking hurricane wasn't trying to kill him. I wish that this could have been, played at a different time of the season. I don't know, because it could have been a great game. But, unfortunately, injury bug.
Packers are still trying to,
get their act together.
Get their mojo going.
Listen.
Did you hear the thing about the Jumbotron?
No.
So, apparently, in the last drive, when the Bucs were playing, Rodgers saw something on the Jumbotron that he didn't say what he saw, but he relayed some information to Matt LaFleur that they say may have
led to a touchdown?
led to adjustments so that they managed to stop them. That's the interview that he gave at the end. Oh yeah, I saw something on the Jumbotron and within the last 2 minutes and thought it pretty interesting, so I went with Matt and told him about it, and we ended up winning. So that Jumbotron operator is probably fired.
I mean, now I gotta rewatch the last few minutes of the game, see if I can spot anything.
I don't know.
But anyway, Gus, I have both Godwin and Julio in my fantasy team. Oof. Why'd you draft 2 wide receivers from the same team? Bad strategy. Next.
Why not? Our cousin has the
whole
all of the Eagles.
Yeah. Next, we got the Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. The Falcons walk away with this one. How do you feel? How do you feel?
I don't really care.
Okay. Anyway, Falcons win. Next, we got
I know the Falcons are going to win some
we
games.
got maybe the worst football game I've seen in my life with the Broncos taking on the 49ers. Dude,
Did you see the beautiful punt?
What?
The 49ers kicked a punt that fell exactly... I mean, you know when the ball falls flat, it sort of goes a little into the grass?
Yeah.
It fell right on the 1 yard, and the little curve, it was right above the paint.
Damn.
So it didn't even touch, and it bounced, and they started at, like, the 0.1 yard.
Damn. Dude, did you see Jimmy Garoppolo's safety?
No.
The man walked out of the end zone. He walked out the back of the end zone. Freaking Jimmy G. You know how, like, last week we're like, oh yeah, the 49ers are going to start winning because Jimmy G's there. Nope. Turns out, there's a reason why that man was in the bench.
I mean, to be fair, he probably didn't expect to play so soon. Like, he planned on being a backup.
I guess the point is he should be excited to play, right? Anyway, the point is Russell Wilson, his accuracy is concerning. Like, I expected Wilson to come in and just ball out. Turns out, not so much. And he's got the receivers, he's got the runners, he's got the defense. I don't know what the hell's going on in Mile High, but it's not looking good. It's not looking pretty.
Another team that on paper should be pretty damn good.
Things are not clicking in Denver.
Now, they are 2-1, right?
They got the winning record, so good on them. They're the only AFC West team to have defeated an AFC South team, so they got that crown for the moment. But yeah, I'd be concerned. Like I said, they have all the talent in the world, and again, the 49ers are no cakewalk, but this was the ugliest, most boring game I've ever seen. Like, watch the end of each drive. It's like punt, missed field goal, punt, stuff like that. It's just very, very boring, very bad football, and concerning again because Russell Wilson is just not being accurate, and he was known for being an accurate dude. Anyway, next. You got
maybe it's the altitude that's fucking with
the
him.
Monday night game, the Cowboys taking on the Giants. The Giants this close to being undefeated, but nah, not so much. Losing at home. CeeDee Lamb finally showing a little bit of life. Dude, would you be concerned if you're Dak Prescott at this moment?
I would be very concerned because apparently Jerry Jones has mentioned that he's open to the idea of a quarterback fight.
Of course. It's like, dude, I keep winning. Like,
this guy keeps giving us all these wins.
All these W's. What am I supposed to do with all these W's? What am I supposed to do with them?
Hey, Dak, paying you a lot of money.
Yep.
You ain't giving me any W's.
Nothing. Not even a little bit. I don't know what the hell is happening. What's the name of the freaking quarterback for the Giants?
The Giants? Daniel Jones?
All right, Daniel Jones. I saw this stat. He's never won a primetime game.
He's Kirk.
He's big. He's worse than Kirk because I think Kirk's at least won a playoff game.
Oh, I'd love for Kirk to play against Daniel Jones.
That would, dude. Ooh, let's start a petition. Let's make that happen.
Is that in the schedule? Come on.
Let's see. I gotta see that. Giants versus Vikings. No, I'm sorry. Giants schedule, right?
Yeah.
All right, 2022. I gotta see that. That would be. I put money down right now.
On who?
On the Vikings. Giants! Vikings! December 24th!
But it's in the morning.
It's a Christmas miracle! It's a Christmas miracle! Yeah,
but it's not prime time.
I know.
Yeah.
Sucks. Maybe they'll be good by that point. Is this a Monday? No, it doesn't. I don't think it's a Monday.
Yeah.
But no. Oh, well. We'll see. Anyway.
Maybe they'll meet in the playoffs.
Because no, but that point of the season, they switch teams around. Like, oh, this is actually a good game. This is going to suck, so we move it to prime time. You know, that's like the most embarrassing thing that could happen to you if you lose a primetime game.
Yeah.
Anyway, next, I think we move on to our predictions. So those were the games last week. Like I said,
not the best week.
No, terrible. A bunch of upsets. The most important one being, again, the Chargers losing to Clown Town, and the Dolphins taking control of the AFC East. So we'll see if they'll maintain it. We'll see if which team, like, you don't even know who they're going to play next week. Which team do you think has a better shot of staying undefeated?
Eagles.
I agree. Why?
Dolphins are playing weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Ugly wins? They got ugly wins?
Well, first, I don't know if Tua is like legit injured.
I can tell you why. Like, and it's pretty simple. I don't even have to think about it. All right, the Dolphins, half their team almost died, including Tua, because of heat stroke, and they got a Thursday night football game. So it's a short week. They were dying of dehydration and being too much out in the sun, and Tua might have a concussion. So I think that the Eagles look pretty healthy, and so I think they had they sat a bunch of players by the end against the Commanders.
I would have.
Yeah. So I think the Eagles.
Plus, they got a better defense.
Yeah. Also, wait to see the matchup for Miami, because again, Thursday night football, we got the Miami Dolphins taking on the Bengals. Our boy Joe Burrow taking on the Dolphins, and it's in Cincinnati. So the Dolphins, no home field advantage, after almost having a heat stroke, or what do you call it, sunstroke? I don't know. And Tua may or may not be concussed. I do not think that they will remain undefeated, so I'm going with the Bengals this week. However, as you guys know, I do not know shit about fuck, so it's very possible that I may or may not wear clown makeup next week. Eric, what do you think?
I like the Dolphins.
You like the Dolphins? All right.
It seems like everything's against them, so I'm going against my gut.
All right, go against your gut. Solid. All right, God. Okay, so again, just so you remember, Super Smash Brothers logo is home. The cross thing, that is away.
Wait, we can't forget this. Chuck Dominguez says, my Broncos are going to make that happen. Raiders 0-4.
Hells yeah!
Subscribe.
Hells yeah! From your lips to God's ears, my friend. Home. Alright, so the God also believes that it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals who finally got their shit together. Next.
They played the Jets.
We got the Vikings taking on the Saints in Louisiana, the Superdome. Who do you like?
What time are they playing?
It's the early games, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are the Saints finally gonna break their losing streak? I don't know. Did the Vikings get their shit together?
Vikings got a winning record.
Are the Lions better than the Saints? What is this sport? Oh, I don't like... Oh, give me the Vikings.
You got the Vikings?
Yeah, I feel like they probably got their shit together. Just throw it to Jefferson. He's down there somewhere.
Listen, the Vikings have taken on two of the toughest teams in the NFC, which is the Lions and the Packers, and come out victorious. I think that they're kind of starting to get their act together. I don't know if Cook doesn't play, that's a big factor. However, they finally started using Thielen, so maybe that'll be a good thing.
Just throw it to Jeffries, right?
Jeffries, yeah. They barely threw him the ball last week.
I didn't even see a Jeffries on the field.
Listen, the Saints, I don't see it. The new head coach, something's not clicking.
I don't like him.
Yeah, so
Plus,
until I see something that I like, I don't like them.
I think they kind of got an injury bug, too, going on with their wide receivers.
We'll see. All right, so let's see what God wants. He wants the Saints. Again,
of course, he's going with it.
Every single time God lands on the Saints.
You surprised? He still has.
You know what? I thought he could be objective. You know? Jesus Christ.
He doesn't have to be objective. He's God.
Next, we got the Detroit Lions hosting the Seattle Seahawks. Ooh. I'll go first. Oh, yeah. The Lions have the hottest offense in the NFL right now. Let me say that again. The Lions have the hottest offense in the NFL right now. The Eagles, they're kind of floundering around. I'm sorry, the Seahawks, they're kind of floundering around. I don't think they'll be able to keep up. I don't think the offense will be able to keep up. I don't think the defense will be able to stop them. So, once again, I am picking the Detroit Lions to win. And if not, at least I'm watching the game because it's exciting football, guys.
I love watching the Lions.
They move that ball. They play with so much heart. They make so many stupid decisions. It's great.
Honestly, I think the Seahawks were just happy with... Their Super Bowl was beating Russ.
Yes.
After that, give me the Lions.
You got the Lions?
The Lions, they got that fire going on.
They feel special, not in the way that you think they're going to keep winning or whatever. They're fun to watch. You know, it's like watching an underdog.
St. Brown show. Hey, St. Brown pretty damn good.
That boy good. He can run. Home. So even God likes the Lions. There you go.
Oh, no. That's the first lie I heard today.
He likes watching them play and suffer.
Ooh,
He likes watching Detroit suffer. Do you remember that Dave Chappelle bit about when he was angry at Detroit?
No.
Like, oh, I was angry at Detroit that night, man. So I drove around, handing every single homeless person I could see some bubble gum, so they'd have something to eat, but they'd still be hungry. No, nothing good ever happens in Detroit. Next, we got the Jets taking on the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking shit show.
Is freaking Zach finally gonna play?
I think Zach the MILF Hunter is back.
Let's see. Zach Wilson, Jets. Yes, Zach Wilson. I guess it would have been better if I put his last name.
Keep writing it the other way.
What? All right. New York Jets. Medically cleared. Will start against Pittsburgh Steelers. The sack attack is back.
Who goes first?
I believe it's you.
Oh, man. How many have the Steelers lost in a row?
3?
2?
They only beat the Bengals. Oh, yeah. So 2.
I wouldn't bet on this game if I had free money. That's a good...
No, that's an insult, man. That is a high caliber insult.
Is Zach Wilson going to be worth a shit? Is Tomlin going to eat up a rookie?
He's not a rookie anymore.
He's been a rookie because he's been injured.
Whatever.
I picked the Jets last week, so just give me the Steelers.
Steelers?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with the Jets. I think that getting your QB back is going to, pump the team up. I like the way the kid played last season.
You just like him because he's a MILF Hunter, which I respect.
Listen. Yes.
Did we end up finding out if he banged his best friend's mom?
No, his mom's best friend.
His mom's best friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that's not offensive.
And clearly less morally reprehensible.
Exactly. Now, let's see what God thinks. Steelers.
All right.
Of course. Classic Steelers.
Let's go, Yinzers.
Next, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Football Giants in New York City.
I am not watching this game.
No, I haven't. I think I only watched one Bears game, and that was against Green Bay just because I wanted to see them get pummeled.
No, I saw them against the 49ers when it was raining.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who do you like? Oh, wait, I go first. Listen, the Giants, they don't play good on primetime, okay? Their quarterback can't play on primetime. This is not primetime. However, the Chicago Bears have a winning record for a reason. Giants also have a winning record for a reason. So, will the Giants get their act together, or will Chicago kind of keep their weird ball rolling? I don't like it, but I'm just going to go with home field advantage here. I'm going to go Giants.
Yeah, give me the New York Football Giants, please.
All right.
Bears don't have an offense.
True. God also likes the Giants. See, next.
Plus, I want Eli to be happy.
We got the Titties taking on the Colts. 2 single-digit wins. Well, 2 single-win teams in the AFC South competing against each other.
But not the same amount of losses.
Exactly. That's why I was very specific.
Clearly, one team is ahead.
Only said single win.
One team is ahead.
Yes. They're going to be playing in Indianapolis. So home field advantage, Colts. Both teams finally got their first win last week. They look like they might start getting, their act together. What do you like?
Oh, I hate this game.
For all the wrong reasons, because this should be an exciting game. This should be a great game.
Oh, it should be a great game, but I don't know what the Colts are. I have no idea, because...
No.
Okay, first week they lose, but they kind of do a comeback. They do a comeback. Oh, yeah, they tie.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, and they went overtime, and it was a tie.
Yeah.
Second week, they get obliterated by Clowntown, who might be good.
Yes.
And third week, they beat the fucking Chiefs.
Yes.
I don't know how to do math. Give me the Titans.
All right, you got the Titans. I'm going Colts. Because
You know it's going to be a tie.
Yeah, listen. Here's my logic. The Colts beat the 2-0 Chiefs, who we know are good. The Titans could only beat the Raiders, who are, winless. So, based off of that, I'm going Colts. Also, they got home field advantage, so I'm going based on that.
I'm just going with the fact
Away.
that the Colts don't seem to be able to beat teams in their division this season.
Or ever. Next, we got the Texans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers.
We're gonna lose against the
in
fucking
Houston.
Texans? Oh my god!
It's possible. Nigh probable. Or maybe they got so embarrassed last week that they finally, they got their shit together. They're like, all right, we're going to focus. No more flags. We're going to play solid football. Strong defense. Strong offense. We're going to stop putting our injured quarterback in danger. Or maybe they're just going to, charger the way through this. So, I go first. Just because the Texans suck. Oh, wait, it's an AFC team. Ooh, AFC South team. They clearly can't beat those. The Chargers got so embarrassed last week. I think they need to get their act together. I think this might have smacked them back into place. So I'm gonna go Chargers. If they don't win this week, then this season's pretty much done. I think.
You know what? Fuck it. Give me the Texans.
You want the Texans?
Fuck it.
Ya fucking mad lad. You going crazy.
Yeah.
You getting over to the dark side, man. What the hell are you doing?
I don't believe in the team.
You don't believe
I don't believe in the team.
It's week 3, man.
I don't believe. It's over.
Over. It's done.
Turn it off.
Stick a fork on it.
Show's over.
They're done. Home team. So even God thinks the Texans.
We've always known God hates the Chargers.
Of course. Next, we got the Falcons taking on the Browns in Atlanta. Now, the Browns, they've been moving the ball. But Myles Garrett might also,
He's going to play.
Really?
I think that's what he said. He wants to play.
But yeah, the players don't decide that.
Well, it's the Browns. He can probably just show up and on the field and they're not going to give a shit.
Yeah, whatever. They can just shoot him in the leg. Like, you're not playing. He's like, I'm still going to go in.
Yeah,
all right, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're not going to stop you. Keenan should be back. If they lose against the Texans, I'll laugh so hard. Wait, what's happening? Eric Flip. I don't know.
Well,
Clearly, somebody's drinking more beers than I am. Anyway, you go first. Fuck the Falcons.
yeah, I'm going to go with fuck the Falcons.
So
That's probably a good call.
Yeah, I'm going Browns as well. I think they just got a better squad, and Atlanta just...
Fuck the Falcons.
Yeah. Away, even God says fuck the Falcons.
Listen, I'm more willing to bet against the Chargers than to bet for the Falcons.
Fair enough. Statement. Next, got the Dallas Cowboys in a divisional game against the Commanders
All right, this is important.
in Dallas.
Dak isn't playing, right?
Let's see. I don't think so, but let's double check.
I think he's out for like 6 weeks or something.
Dude broke a finger. I mean, it's in his throwing hand. He isn't practicing.
Give me the Cowboys.
You want the Cowboys?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, this guy's winning.
Clearly, he's doing something. Yeah, the Commanders have just looked terrible.
Very bad.
Bet again against the red hot Eagles. However, yeah, I think the Cowboys they're doing something with Rush, or the team's just so good overall that they're winning with Rush. So God thinks it's going to be the Commanders. We'll see. Next,
What are you doing, God?
we got the Eagles taking on the red hot Jaguars. The red hot Eagles against the red hot Jaguars.
I really want to watch this game.
in Philadelphia.
Wait. So you knew which games were coming up this week?
Yeah.
You still think the Eagles have a better shot of winning than the Dolphins?
Well, I think that the Dolphins are not showing up 100%.
But I feel like the Eagles are playing a much better squad.
I mean,
I think the Jaguars might be a squad.
I think the Bengals went to the Super Bowl last season, so they just haven't gotten their act together. And again, you did not watch the Bills-Dolphins game. Players were almost dead on the field.
Yeah,
Tua, there was a point where he was running to the huddle. He was like, he stumbled. Like, you don't recover from that in 4 days.
I've seen enough wrestling. I know that they can come back.
Not only do you not recover from that in 4 days, you still got jet lag. You gotta fly there. You don't even sleep in your own damn bed.
Listen.
Also, there's like a hurricane, so somebody's gotta be like in the back of their mind, like, oh, did I lock my door? Did I take my cat out? I don't know. So I think that
They're Floridians. They don't have cats.
True. Did I let my gator out? I don't know. So it's one of those things that I think that the odds are stacked way worse against the Dolphins, even though the Eagles are playing a superior team. However, Eagles also have the advantage that they had a lighter game last week, and they're playing at home.
This is still a tougher game.
And yeah, sure. Listen, honestly, if the Jaguars win this one, they might be the best team in the AFC.
I don't know if I want to subscribe for that.
They might be. I mean, because they embarrassed the Colts, which are supposed to be good. They humiliated the Chargers, which are supposed to be a squad. And if they take down the undefeated Eagles, it was a close one. They almost had a comeback.
Week 1.
We can go back here.
Commanders.
Against the Commanders. Against week 1. Doesn't really matter. And they probably didn't use Robinson as much. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, to me, this would be like a statement win. But I see the Eagles pulling this one off more. They have...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going for the Eagles, but...
Eagles?
Yeah, but I feel like...
Did we just jinx them?
I hope so, because that'd be funny.
Alright, let's see what God thinks.
Gus saying Jerry Jones is going the way of Joe Biden. Hashtag dementia. I think Jerry Jones has been there a while, but so has Joe, but come on.
God hates Philadelphia, which we've already known.
Understandable.
God has never stood there.
Their greatest accomplishment is a fictional boxer.
I mean, also defeating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Like
that was Nick Foles.
Again, yeah.
And then he left.
It's the Eagles.
He left.
Whatever. Next. Oh, dude, there was a revenge bowl because it's Doug Peterson against his ex, right? Yeah, Doug Peterson, now the new head coach of the Jaguars, going up against his old team that fired him.
Give me the fucking Jaguars!
You want the fucking Jaguars?
No, I like the Eagles. No, you kidding me?
All right, fair enough.
I already went with the Texans.
True, you can't do something crazy. You know what? I might do something crazy.
You going with Jags?
Yeah, I'm going with the Jags.
You ranking the
I'm going with the Jags. Yeah. Why not?
All right.
It seems fun. Like I like it when people beat their exes. You know, even though that sounded kind of weird.
Yeah.
If that gets taken out of context.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we'll see how that goes.
Beating up women.
You got the Bills taking on the Ravens.
Oh, I hate this game.
In Baltimore.
But I love how many points I'm gonna make with Josh Allen.
Yeah, because the freaking
they ain't got a defense.
No, nobody.
This is gonna be a shootout.
It should be.
Well, the Bills have a good defense.
The problem with the Bills is, that half their team almost died, but they do have a whole week to recover. That's the advantage.
Shoot.
And I think Baltimore's kind of close to New York, Buffalo. Yeah, not that far.
Yeah. Who goes first?
I'll go first. I'm going with the Bills. I think if they hadn't been dying in the field because of the heat, they would have won solidly against the Dolphins. So I think that they're still a better squad. It was just, unfortunate weather for them. So
honestly, I think psychologically it's always good to just get a loss in there just so you don't have that whole undefeated thing in your head.
Maybe.
They know they're mortal. They know they can lose. They know they got to work on some shit. Give me the Bills.
Got the Bills? Oh, I'm sorry. I put an H here. Stupid. See what God thinks. Got the home team. Right? Got Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Baltimore.
don't like this next one.
Next, got the Panthers taking on the Cardinals. Now, I did see that Christian McCaffrey might have been injured. So maybe that's why they don't use him as much. He's got like a cap. If you use him for more than 20 plays, you'll win. But he will get injured. That's like his drawback. It's like, it's like slacking. Is it slacking?
Yeah, he's with Truant.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, slacking is a Pokemon, and Truant is a thing that basically you can use him once, and then the next turn he has to rest because he's lazy. Pretty much.
Yeah. And he's got like the stats of a legendary.
Yeah.
So got you.
You go first. Who do you like?
I don't like either of these squads. But home field advantage. Coming off a win. Fuck it, give me the Panthers.
You want the Panthers?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like these squads.
All right.
I don't trust them.
I feel the same way, but I'm just going the other way. Cardinals, I feel like they're slightly better. Watt, I think he's back, so... Listen, it all comes down to McCaffrey and whether or not he plays, and if he plays, whether or not they use him. If he's already kind of injured, I don't think they're going to use him as much, so I don't think that they're going to win. So, that's my logic. So I'm going Cardinals. And God's going away, so... Sounds weird. Next, we got the Raiders taking on the Broncos in Las Vegas. Will the Raiders keep sucking, or will the Broncos keep sucking and winning? What will we see? Two teams that suck. But one's winning, one's losing.
Well, you go first on this one, but...
Alright.
I don't like my answer. Like what I'm thinking.
Listen, Josh McDaniels clearly cannot be a head coach. Whatever he's doing is not working. Not even a little bit, not even at all. Now, the exact same thing could be said about the head coach of the Broncos, but he's got so much talent on that team that they're still pulling out victories. Ugly ones, dirty ones, disgusting ones. So, who do I think is better overall talent-wise? I think it's the Broncos. So I'm going to go Broncos. Just, because I think that they have a better chance of surviving their head coach, and I think they have a better quarterback and a better overall team. So I'm going Broncos.
Oh, I don't like how the Broncos are playing, man, but fuck the Raiders.
Listen, do you remember the first season with Peyton Manning and the Broncos? Like, they were sucking. All of a sudden, they played the Chargers. They made a massive comeback, and from that on, they went and won the division. So, sometimes there's growing pains. It is very early on in the season. But, who did you like?
I don't like anybody, but I hate the Raiders, so I prefer the world where they're 0-4.
Yeah. Also, you gotta keep one thing under consideration. All right, God likes the Raiders. It's weird. The Raiders have kind of been playing together for longer. Russ is brand new into that system, and you got a new head coach now. Both have new head coaches, but this quarterback should know what's up with his own team, and they're not moving the ball. So, my point here is the Broncos have more room for improvement, and I mean a lot of room because they've been playing terribly. So
listen, Chuck, I'm making this decision entirely on faith.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I don't like how they've been playing.
Next, we got the Green Bay Packers hosting the New England Patriots. Easy money, right?
The Packers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Easy money. Home field advantage. The Patriots cannot move the ball to save their life. The Green Bay Packers defense has been playing. Not fantastic, but good enough.
Packers are similar to the Broncos, actually. Where
that they're underperforming?
Underperforming, but they're pulling out W's.
Yeah, but they don't play as ugly.
No, not nearly as bad.
No. And so, I'm going Green Bay. Let's see what God thinks.
Also, did you see the Mac Jones thing?
No, what happened?
Well, they pulled him out because he got injured.
Oh, well, there you go. Also, not in their favor. Well, we do know what happens with bench quarterbacks in in New England.
Don't fuck with them.
Don't fuck with them. They can draft. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who knows where? They were supposed to play in Tampa, but Tampa's being destroyed by a hurricane. So, I don't even know. I'm guessing it's going to be delayed. Let me just check this real quick. The last time I saw, I didn't see much about it. Or they might be playing something else. Honestly, what would you do in this situation?
Ask the Saints to use the Superdome.
That's Sunday, October 12th. So, they put it as the primetime game. But
Sunday. Well, I think the Hurricane has a 72-hour.
Minneapolis chosen as contingency site of Kansas City Chiefs Tampa Bay Buccaneers has to be delayed. So, all right. So, as of this moment, as of we're recording this Wednesday at 9:45 p.m., they're supposed to be playing in Tampa Bay. Tom Brady won't give up to a freaking hurricane. Wow. Madness. But anyway, who do you like? You want to see the wide receiver injury?
Mike Evans is back.
Yeah.
And they still got Beasley signed.
Yep. Beasley did something. Godwin, Donovan Smith practice on Wednesday. Okay? Julio Jones returns to practice in limited fashion. So, they may have a full squad of wide receivers with the upgrade of Beasley as their number 4.
This one tastes bad. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay?
I feel like coming off of that really ugly loss, I feel like Andy Reid's probably going to get their shit together.
Okay. I'm going opposite. I think that the Buccaneers have the best defense in the league. Probably. From the way that I've seen them, they're shut down. They're really good. And if the problem has been that they don't have any wide receivers. So if even just Evans comes back, that's a massive upgrade. You went from starting with your 4th best wide receiver to your 1st. And if they get Julio Jones and Godwin too, I don't think the Chiefs have enough to stop them. And so the Chiefs also have been playing really ugly for the past 2 weeks. So they're up against a really tough defense. I'm going Buccaneers. So we'll see. The coin says God loves Tom Brady. That's what we got. Next.
Although he did send a hurricane to him.
The Monday night primetime game. You got the massively boring San Francisco 49ers against they can't get their shit together Los Angeles Rams. Super Bowl.
They're winning.
Champs. Who do you like?
What's the statistic about the 49ers and McVay?
The 49ers whoop them.
Except the last NFC championship,
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Rams?
Why?
Maybe they already did. Maybe McVay figured them out.
Maybe figure them out?
I
don't know. I think both teams have been playing really ugly.
But the 49ers have been really ugly.
Disgustingly ugly. However, it is a home team. I'm sorry, it is a home game. Their defense... I don't even know what to say about that. If they use Deebo Samuel, they should win. That's what I'm saying. And they haven't really been using him, at least not appropriately. I don't know what the hell happened to both of these teams. I'm just going to go 49ers just so that we have another different one and because of home field advantage.
We have a lot of different ones this week.
Yeah, it makes things fun. So, final one. God likes the Rams. So, there you go. Those are our picks for this week. It should be interesting. I'm very excited for the Dolphins game.
I want the Eagles-Jags game.
I want to see the Lions game. And I just kind of want to see the Falcons game.
Is it wrong that I'm more excited about Lions games than Chargers games this season?
No, because they're playing more interesting football. You know why? Because you're seeing, like...
Because they're like this, right?
Yeah.
They're going up.
Yeah. You're seeing like an underdog overachieve. Like they're playing above their level. The Chargers are playing below their level. Like they should be here. They're playing here.
They're all the way down there.
Exactly. So that's why it's more fun to watch because you don't expect much. The Lions are a 6, and they're contending with 8s and 9s, which is fun to watch. It's fun football.
Don't talk shit about the greatest offense in the NFL.
The Chargers are 8s, losing to 6s. All right, and who knows? Maybe the Jaguars are 10s. Maybe they're a dime freaking piece, but doesn't feel that way. Anyway, D was in my fantasy team, so he better go off. I agree. Imagine if Super Bowl is Jag versus Eagles.
The rematch?
It's still not as funny as Tampa Bay Bills.
That has to happen.
That has to happen. I hope beyond hope, but it would be fun.
I kind of want also Pats versus Bucks, but we already had that game. So.
Yeah, we already happened. Anyway, that's it for today. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Super Dario World, streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. Also, I do Instagram stuff at Super Dario World and at DarioCW. Do you want anybody to find you or anything?
No.
We will try our best for Otaku Tuesday to return next Tuesday, even if we record it on a Wednesday. I don't know.
We're planning on doing a different format though.
Yeah, gonna be more relaxed, more chill. We're gonna be sitting down. Fucking mad lads, crazy. You never even saw it coming. I bet. Probably gonna start doing more we should do more accents.
Alright, mate.
Alright, let's pick like a random accent for next week. Do it.
Well, I was trying to do a Jerry Jones earlier.
Stop it. It feels slimy. Anyway, as always,
You're fucking up, Dak. You're fucking up.
Going on the bench. Going on the fucking bench. Anyway, as always, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.